continued guest on the Conduit show. God bless you, but I must run now.
Okay, then.
All right, that was Principal Keisha Hale with a very, very harrowing story about her students and her school, Padmore Primary School. And I think I was getting a call from my guest, Angella Stewart. So let me just jump from one straight into the other. And you know what? Let me just bring you a little bit of music. Let's go back to some Meta.
The less our lives are worth. Wow, wow. See them know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Why things got to be this way while the youth on the streets are bad? See them know the price of everything and the value of nothing. War goes on in the name of peace, and the earth is crying. I said the world is not black and white. The answer is not yes or no. Solidarity comes from side to side. Don't you narrow your vision. Get ready to stand for a better world. One nation under Jah conscious to learn. He who fight and run away will live to fight again. Soon they will come. Truth will reveal, and the light will stand to conquer this battlefield. Oh, I see, them now free. Oh, them fight for money. Them not realize. See them know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Why things got to be this way while the youth on the streets are bad? See them know the price of everything and the value of nothing. War goes on in the name of peace, and the earth is crying. You will miss the magic.
Okay. Thank you so much, Meta, for stepping in there. I'm telling you. Can you hear me on the line? Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. I'm getting a lot of feedback from my microphone. But
Hello.
yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to adjust because my mic is very loud, but if I don't speak loud, you won't hear me. Good evening to Miss Angella Stewart, who's on the line with me right now. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Oh gosh, this is really terrible, this connection here. But right now, I'm very, very happy to welcome to the Conduit studio Miss Angella Stewart. Good evening. How are you, Angela?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I am doing very, very well. I spent this weekend listening to your music, and boy, oh boy, what a huge catalog of music you have.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so I know that you've been in the business for some time. Take me back to the early start and your first recordings, your first albums. Of course, let me not forget to say that you come from a family that's a dynasty in reggae music. And for those who don't know, I'm talking with Angella Stewart right now, who is the sister of Tinga Stewart, the late, great Roman Stewart, and also Owen Stewart. Angela, you hearing me?
Yes, it's a bit muffled, but I'm hearing.
Okay, so tell me, are there any other Stewarts in the family who sing?
We had Owen Stewart. He passed, but he was a great musician. He usually do my studio, my backup to the studio harmonies, but he passed. God rest his soul. And we have nieces. Tinga has two daughters that is did well for themselves.
Right. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think
Yes.
one of them is it? No, not Jamelli, right? That's another performer.
No. That's we have Sandy Stewart.
Yes. I think
Yes.
I actually saw his daughter one time I went to an event. He was performing, and he brought his daughter up on stage. And the Stewart genes, when it comes to singing, are definitely very, very strong. So, Angela,
Yes.
you've been performing for. I feel very uncomfortable because this mic is really bad. But if I don't have it at this level, you're not going to hear me. You've been performing for a while. Tell us some of the people that you've worked with in terms of producers and other artists.
Okay. For stage, I've been performing with lots of the greats. Last night, I did a performance for the Jamaica Association of Vintage Music. We celebrated 10 years. And I worked with Morris Gardner, the Mighty Diamonds, Bob Andy. I work amongst the greats. For studio, Robbie and Sly, Flubberhold. I use just about, the older musicians for my session.
Oh, I know also that you've actually worked with people like Hugh Brown,
Yes,
Willie Lindo.
I did a song for you, Brown. That was about 1979. But I did a cover for you, Brown. That did very well for me in Europe.
Yes, I know.
And yes, and I also did songs for Sonic Sounds, Dynamic Sounds, Calabash Records. Just,
What I want to know, Angela, is explain to me that your career and the people you're involved with have come full circle, because I know one of the producers that you worked with is a gentleman, Life.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, is it ironic that you're now working with his son?
Excuse me, could you say that again?
Yes, I said, is it ironic that now you're working with his son? Are you hearing
Hello?
me? Yes, can you hear me? I said it's ironic. It's ironic that now you're working with the son of Life.
Could you repeat that again?
Okay, I guess she's not hearing me, and I'm not sure. Okay, is it ironic that you're working with Life's son?
Uh-huh.
You're hearing me now? Okay,
I'm not.
All right, you know what I'm going to do, Angela? I'm going to play one of your tracks, and then I'm going to see if I can get one of the engineers to step in, because I seem to be hearing you better. I'm not getting that awful feedback, but you're not hearing me. Is that right?
I'm not hearing you properly. You're cutting out.
Are you hearing me now?
Hearing you, then
Are you hearing me now? Okay, this sounds...
Hello?
Yes, okay, hold on, Angela. We're going to play one of your tracks. We're going to play one of your songs. Hold on a second.
Hello?
Yeah, we're going to play one of your songs. Hold on a second.
Wow.
Hold on a second. We're going to play one of your songs. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. We're going to play one of your
Much
tracks.
better. Yeah.
Whew. okay. Angela, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
You're hearing me better now, but I'm getting this awful
Yes.
feedback. All right, okay. So I got the engineer, Miss Michelle. The next headset is dead. Okay, all right. We're trying something here. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, let me see. Not hearing anything. Not hearing anything. Still not hearing anything. Ooh, and it's very hot in New York City. What's the weather like in Jamaica, Angela?
It's really hot. It's
Hello?
real.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're in a kerfuffle here. Dropping my glasses.
It's really hot here in Jamaica. Real hot.
It's real hot in Jamaica?
Yeah, it is.
It's very hot in New York, and you know I'm in a studio, so it's very, very hot. Okay. All right. The track that I played while we tried to get the sound sorted out was a track called Midnight Lover. Now, I believe that song came off of your second album. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it did. This is the track that really kind of launched you in the terms of listening audience, right? Because I think this was the big track for you in the UK.
Which one is that?
Midnight Lover.
No, this was a big highlight for me in Florida, New York, Florida. Breakfast in Bed, I think, was the one that...
Okay, yes. You're right. As you said.
Europe, yes, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I'm a bit flustered because not only is it hot, I want you to be able to hear what I'm saying to you so that you can respond.
Yes, I think the connection is really...
Yeah, the connection is kind of a bit kind of offish. So that track, Midnight Lover, was the one that kind of opened some doors for you, because I understand on the strength of that, you got to work with a pretty big band in Florida. Tell me about that.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, on the strength of that song, Midnight Lover, certain doors were opened to you. Tell me what that track did for your career.
Okay, Moonlight Lover was done at the Channel 1 studio in Jamaica, Icons Band. When it was nominated in Florida 1981 as the #1 song for over a month straight on the #1 on the chart. And it really highlighted me in Florida.
You also worked with, I think it was a band out of the UK. Was it Steel Pulse that you opened for?
Steel Pulse, yes. Yes, I did open for Steel Pulse in 1982, yes, I did. And my Good Loving album was the album that was really doing it. Moonlight Love was on that album.
The Good Lovin', which
Yeah.
I think was your second album. The first album, oh my goodness. We got all kind of disturbance and stuff going on here, but you know what? We're going to just continue. The first album was Good Lovin', right? The second album was called Teasing, or do I have it the wrong way around? What was your first album?
The first album was Good Loving. The other one was Empress of Love.
What about Teasing?
Yes, that was the first name I chose for the album. Then I called it myself the Empress of Love. I also re-released it as the Empress of Love. It's the same season.
Oh, I see. So the Empress of Love, which is your new album right now.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. See, I would never have known that. So thank you very much for giving me that information. I'm hoping that the Conduit listeners are able to kind of overcome the technical difficulties in terms of the sound quality, and because I'm talking right now with Miss Angella Stewart, who is the Empress of Love. Of course, she comes from that famous musical family that spawned people like Tinga Stewart, Owen Stewart, and of course Roman Stewart, and well connected with Ed Robinson, in whose studio I'm speaking to you right now, Angela. So it's so funny that things come around in a circle. Whew. All right. I don't think Angela is hearing me, but you know what? For the Conduit listeners, I'm going to let the music speak for itself and hope that we can work on that connection. So, I want to play another track from you, Angela.
Hello?
Yes, I'm going to play another song. It's called Survival, and I love this track. Take a listen.
Okay, yeah.
Angela, we're listening to a little piece of Survival. And
Survival,
yes, I'm still working with these controls to try and see if you can hear me, because your music is very laid back. I want to ask you now, you came into the industry in about the 80s, right? The early 80s?
Uh-huh.
And then you stepped away from the music industry because you weren't recording anything for a period of time. What were you doing during that time, Angela?
My recording, I was more doing my promotion, but I didn't step away. I was always in it. My traveling got limited. But I was always working, doing shows and promoting my songs.
But did you take a break in terms of the music, the output of the music, or were you working on?
No, that wasn't a break. No, it wasn't a break.
So which do you prefer, the touring and the live performance, or the studio work and recordings? Which do you prefer?
Say that again?
Which do you prefer, live recording and studio work, or studio work? The live performances or studio work? Which do you prefer?
Both. I like performing. I think I've learned enough on the stage to command my audience, and I also like to record. So I would say I like them equally. Yeah.
We're going to go back. We're going to jump all over the place because I kind of got thrown off of my rhythm a little bit with these technical issues because, you know, I'm not a technical person. I just like to have the guests have my conversation, get into the music and get into the life story. So this is the track that I should have played at the beginning of this conversation, Angela. And this, I think, was the track that you were referring to, or one of the tracks.
Try to find a way to mend this broken heart.
Yes, yes, yes. This was one of the big tracks, Angela.
Yeah. Well, this song I did at Dynamic for Dynamic Sound. Went on the charts in Europe. Was number 4 in Holland. It was a real big song for me. Yeah.
It kind of evokes a time and a place in that time when music was gentler, calmer, and also engendered feelings of love. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Angela? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm saying the music of that time, it inspired a spirit of calm and love and care and concern for our fellow man. What do you think about the music now?
Up today. Well, the time has changed, and I guess we gotta go with the changing times. But the songs of now are so different. Mainly, it's computer. No feeling in the music because of the computer. The messages. It's not as like love when you are singing love songs. The time has changed, but I guess you got to go with it. Change with the time. But I also produce good songs.
Because that's what I was going to say. You have not changed your format. You are still singing. And how would you describe your style of music and performance? How would you describe it if you could put a name to it? What would you call it?
The style of song I do?
Yes, yes.
Lovers rock.
Lovers rock.
Lovers rock, yes. I would call my songs lovers rock, yeah.
And you did a very, a track. I want to say that track, When Love Comes Knocking, I understand was also covered by a singer today, one of our newer singers, females in the industry, who's coincidentally going to be performing in the New York area on June 30th. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Miss Queen Ifrica. How did it feel for you to see an artist today who's very relevant and doing great things in the industry covering a track that you did? How does that feel for you?
It feels good. It feels good. And you feel a sense that people is listening to what you're doing. Yeah.
It also, Angela, speaks to me and says to me that the quality of not just the lyrics, the production, the performance and delivery stands the test of time. So much so that artists of today can reach back and look back at what those who came before did and actually build on that. So that shows me that what you were doing back then is still relevant today. You're still performing, is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
Because I know that you were actually, you said earlier on that you performed at the Java event, which is the Jamaican Veteran Association. What's the full title for Java?
Say it again?
What's the full title for Java, which is the performance that you just most recently did?
What? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not sure what it is.
The Java, was it the Jamaica Veterans Association?
Yeah, Vintage Association.
Vintage. Thank you.
Preserving the older songs, preserving the songs of yesteryear. We have a lot of older artists that's joined this event. It started off when Scotty passed. Remember Scotty? When he passed,
yes.
The Jamaican artists realized there's no foundation for these old artists, no insurance, nobody to realize that these artists have done so much for the industry, and they passed on. So Java started because they wanted to help, put not to Scotty to rest, So that's where they started. Buddy Brown, a lot of old artists, Derek Ara came together and said, hey, let's all have this union that we could all, be together in a time like this when each artist pass on. So Java started on that note, preserving the older artists, the good songs of yesteryear, and the good artists of yesteryear.
Do you, Angela, see a trend? I see a trend that has the foundation artists getting more and more work, because these are the artists that people want to see. Because this goes back to a time when I said earlier, reggae music was on top of the world. And people remember the artists that they perhaps met their partner to, had their children to. So I can imagine that you are constantly on the touring circuit. Would that be fair to say? Is that true?
That's so true. That's people is always connecting with the older songs. I guess because it has more message, more love. The new songs, the beat isn't it doesn't have the feel and the life that the older music has. So what I noticed is when it's showtime, the older artists do better shows than the younger artists. Because then I guess even the lyrics of the younger artists, it's not so motivating for the younger ones coming up. So the older songs always hit it before the younger songs.
Did you, Angela? I want to play a track from one of my favorite artists, and then I want to ask you a question about this particular track, okay? So we're just going to interrupt for our conversation for a little while. I want to introduce the Conduit listeners. If they don't know who Angella Stewart is, then this is the opportunity that they're going to see that we've had this artist in our midst, and we should really be supporting whenever we hear that Angella Stewart is in concert, whether it's in Florida or Jamaica or in the tri-state area, then we definitely can go, because we know we're going to get quality music. And this is just another one of the tracks. And I love your okay, what's going on here? Okay, all right, I'm going to start that one again because it kind of just jumped in the middle. We're going to do it like this. Wow. Angela, let me just say, I love your treatment on that one, of course, Rapture. But it's Angella Stewart singing Rapture. What made you choose that particular track to cover?
The words and the song, just loving to hear the original version, Anita Baker, and I always hear a reggae sound to it, a catchy beat to it. So that was one of the songs that my brother and I, Owen Stewart, he is the person behind